What is statement and arguments? An argument is a statement or series of statements in which a certain point of view is put up and expressing different opinion for or against something. Different types of questions covered in this topic. First, two argument based question, and second, three or more argument based question. Questions asked from this topic are basically based on following format. The candidate is required to check the forcefulness of the given argument, that is, if they are weak or strong. Steps to check forcefulness of arguments. Checking forcefulness means to find out following: is the given argument strong or the given argument is weak. Step first, doing preliminary screening. This is the first level test. At this level, one is required to detect certain kind of arguments that can be declared weak without much thinking. The weakness of such arguments are exposed by having a mere look, and this is the reason that such arguments do not qualify for further test. Suppose take an example. Should education be made compulsory for the children up to age of 14 years? Suppose this is a statement. An argument is yes, it will be improve the level of life. So this argument does not make it clear that how education up to age of 14 years will improve the level of life. Hence, this argument is ambiguous and comes under the category of weak arguments and disqualifying itself from further test. Now, step second, checking the correctness of the argument. Step second is the second level test. Argument disqualifying for this level test are those which pass the test at a step first. It means such arguments cannot be declared weak in preliminary screening. Further, if an argument is declared correct at the second level test, it doesn't mean that it is strong. In fact, passing the second level means qualifying for the third level, step third. Hence, if an argument is declared correct in step second, it goes for the step third test. Otherwise, it is declared weak and automatically disqualifies from being tested at step third. Let's take an example to understand step second. Suppose statement is, should there be a compulsory military training for all? And the argument is yes, it will bring a sense of discipline in the pupil. The given argument cannot be rejected at a preliminary screening step first test as it has argumentative substance, bringing sense of discipline. Hence it passes the step first test. Further out, logic says the military training will definitely bring sense of discipline in the pupil. It means it is also correct at a step second test, and therefore it goes for the third level test, which is step third. Step third, checking the desirability in case of positive argument and harmfulness in case of negative arguments. This is the third level test for which those arguments qualifying that were declared correct at step second test. Point to be noted that correctness of an argument at step second does not mean that argument is a strong one, but it does mean that the particular argument has been given a go ahead via step first and second test to be further tested as a step third. In other words, correctness of step second test means the argument is probably a strong argument at step second, and it may be declared definitely strong if it passes step third and fourth test successfully. As I told you in step second, the example, the statement is, should there be a compulsory military training for all? And the argument is yes, it will bring a sense of discipline in the pupil. This argument passes the step second, and no doubt discipline is desirable thing. Hence the given argument passes the step third test and goes for the final step fourth test. Step 4, checking the proper connectivity of argument with the given statement. Step 4, proper connectivity or proper relation between the argument and statement is checked. At this step, those arguments are tested that pass step first, second and third test. But the question is, what is the proper relation? In fact, a statement and an argument are said to be properly related if the argument pinpoints the main issue involved and the argument is balanced. As I told you the statement, should there be a compulsory military training for all? This and the argument is yes, it will be bring a sense of discipline in the people. This argument passes the steps second and third test. Now no doubt the given argument put stress on the main issue, but the argument is not balanced in this case. Why? In fact, discipline is a desirable thing and it will be generated through military training, but compulsory military training is too significant. An action to be taken for these purposes. In other words, it is like using a very big tool for a very simple issue. Hence the argument is ill-matched and therefore does not pass step 4 test. Thus it is definitely a weak argument. Now we will practice some 2 argument based question. In this type of question, a statement is followed by 2 arguments and a candidate is asked to examine the strongness or forcefulness of both the arguments. You have to give the answer like if only argument first is strong and if only argument second is strong, and either first or second is strong and neither first or second is strong if the both first and second are strong. Question first statement: should the major part of the school examination be made objective type? Arguments: first, no, objective type examination does not test the student ability to express. And argument second, yes, this is the best method of assessing one's ability and knowledge. Argument first is strong as the ability to express gives groundedness to one's education. Argument second is weak because to call a method the best without giving any reason is a simplistic assertion. Question second statement: should government service in rural areas at least for 2 years after completion of graduation be made compulsory for the student of medicine? Argument first, yes, it is the everyone's duty to serve the people in rural areas and contribute to their upliftment. And argument second, no, it cannot be applied only to the medicine students since anyways they are contributing during their studies and particularly in the period of internship. Argument first is weak because it is not true. You cannot sweep everyone with the same brush. Argument second is ambiguous. It first says it cannot be applied only to the medicine students, but remaining part of the argument has got nothing to do with this only. Question third statement: should all the factories in the cities be shifted to the outskirts far away from the main city? Arguments: first, yes, this is an essential step for controlling pollution in the city. Argument second, no, such a step will lead to a lot of inconvenience to the employees of the factories and their families as well. Argument first is strong because the pollution control is highly desirable, and argument second is weak. Question 4 statement: should the practice of rewarding high scores be stopped to handle frustration among the moderate scorers? Argument first, no, it is necessary to motivate the high scorers and reward is one of the best ways of motivating. Argument second, yes, too much appreciation for high scores affect the moderate student adversely at times leading to extreme situations. Argument first is strong as motivation is a desirable action, and argument second is weak as it is superfluous. It is simply restating the question. Question 5 statement: should there be a total ban on use of plastic bag? Argument first, no, instead the thickness of plastic bags which can be used without much damage to the environment should be specified. And argument second, yes, use of plastic bags causes the various problems like water pollution and water logging, and hence it is necessary to ban it. Argument first is strong as it takes a wise, reconciliatory approach to the problem. And argument second is also strong as water pollution may severely harm mankind. Now we will practice some 3 or more argument based question. In this type, the question consists of a statement followed by 3 or more arguments. These arguments are based on some stated facts or any other aspects to support the statement. A candidate is asked to check the forcefulness of these arguments and accordingly make the answers. Statement: should the government impose restriction on access to sensitive information to the journalist to avoid the media hype? Argument. Argument first: yes, the media creates the hype and publishes distorted information at times. Argument second: no, journalists should have access to all the information as media is the best source to expose the malfunctions in the society. And argument third: yes, at times it leads to harassment of those who are affected and alleged to be involved in the crisis. Argument first is strong because at times media can be responsible for creating hype of a distorted information. Also, journalist plays an important role in exposing the malfunctioning of society. So also argument second is also strong. And argument third is strong because it sometimes leads to harassment of affected person. So all three statements are strong. Statement: should the government introduce a system of obtaining bonds from students for working in India before sanctioning education loan for higher studies? Arguments. First: no, this is not a workable solution and will obstruct the development of young talent in the country. Argument second: yes, this is the only way to ensure use of talent of our country for the development of the country and not only an individual. And argument third: no, this step will be too harsh. As we can see, only argument first hold strong because this is definitely not the solution. Argument second and third are weak arguments. Statement: should there be only few banks in place of numerous small banks in India? Arguments. First: yes, this will help secure the investors' money as these big banks will be able to withstand intermittent market related shocks. Argument second: no, a large number of people will lose their job as after the merger many employees will be redundant. And argument third: yes, this will help consolidate the entire banking industry and will lead to healthy competition. As we see, all arguments stated do not strongly support the statement because if there are few banks in place of several small banks, then security for investor cannot be ensured. Also, it cannot help to consolidate the entire banking industries. Statement: should there be a complete ban on registration of new cars for a few months in a big cities in India? Argument. First: yes, this will significantly reduce the number of cars on the already overcrowded roads of the big cities of India. And argument second: yes, the existing cars owners will be very happy as they will face less traffic snarls in peak hours. In argument third: no, this is highly discriminatory against those who decide to buy cars now and hence should not be enforced. Argument first and second do not provide a strong enough reason for putting up a complete ban on registration of new cars because this is highly discriminatory against the new buyers. So argument third is a strong argument because it is opposed the statement with a strong reason. Statement: should there be a complete ban on genetically modified imported seeds? Arguments. First: yes, this will boost the demand of domestically developed seeds. Second: no, this is the only way to increase production substantially. And argument third: yes, genetically modified products will adversely affect the health of those who consume these products. If there is a complete ban on genetically modified seeds, it will boost the demand of domestically developed seeds. So argument first is strong. Argument second is not strong due to the word only. And argument third is strong because genetically modified products will adversely affect the health of those who consume these products.